There are a lot of speculations regarding what the Titans should do with their second pick, whether or not to trade it off for more picks in the first round or to rebuild their offense with either Marcus Mariota or Jameis Winston. Well, for that to happen, I'm going to be looking at a player that is tall, lean, and on defense he is pretty mean. I'm talking about Cheyenne Parker, who on the season averages 20 points and nearly 12 rebounds a game. And in her game against Rice the other night, she set a Middle Tennessee State record, having 79 blocks on the season. Nate, look for her to add to that total tonight against North Texas. Rick Barnes brings close to 20 years worth of experience to the Vols. Will that translate into instant success as his first year as head coach, as he will look to continue his 17-year streak of making the NCAA tournament? I'm at the home of the Patriots, where they've been experimenting with the chemistry project for the past 3 years, and they hope now that that team chemistry will lead them to a state championship. It's a new year and it's a new team, but they are going after the same results to bring home another state championship. Titan fans, happy days may be here again as the future for the team looks bright after this year's draft. Franchise quarterback hopeful Marcus Mariota will be looked upon to turn things around, but Mariota can't do it himself, so the Titans picked up a dynamic playmaker in Dorial Green Beckham, wide receiver from Missouri. The Titans would address more offensive needs in later rounds, so why not defense?
There were situations where we could have maybe taken a defensive player.
And what we can do with this, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see how much we can grow in this off season.
The Music City is hoping this is the miracle they've been waiting for, as fans and teammates welcome Mariota and can't wait to see him tighten up.
I'm excited to see what he's going to do.
Point to yes, and great character off the field, and very smart.
Mariota would not stay around for the festivities too long, as he flew back to Oregon for the Duck Spring game, being honored by everyone as you see here. But this was a brilliant display of his character, not breaking a promise he made to a former teammate. Now, odds seem to be the center of conversation this weekend, as American Pharoah had 5-2 odds at the 141st run of the Roses at the Kentucky Derby. Here's the call.
American Pharoah, firing line not done yet, and these two come into the final 16. It's American Pharoah in front, firing line. Dortmund is third, Frosted is fourth, coming to the finish. American Pharoah and Victor Espinoza have won the Kentucky Derby.
For the fourth time, trainer Bob Baffert is the winner at the Kentucky Derby. His horse American Pharoah and jockey Victor Espinoza crossed the finish line. Firing line was second. Dortmund was the show horse. American Pharoah definitely made Baffert's day, and it's probably safe to say a few others as well. Over to Kentucky, taking on Vanderbilt. The Wildcats up big in the fifth, leading 9-2. Kyle Barrett takes this pitch from Tyler Ferguson and rips this one left. Jaron Kendall judges incorrectly, and the Wildcats driving 2 more runs. Cats now up 9. Commodores try to rally very late. Roll Coleman, good cut, and hits this one to the wall with a bounce here, but this was a good effort by the Doors, but they were eventually going to lose this game 11-5. Game 7 is either win or go home, and Chris Paul certainly did not want to go home. Paul, playing through a bad hamstring, drives hard right, puts up a wild shot, but a soft kiss off the glass, and he gives the Clippers a 2-point lead. 1 second left on the clock. The Spurs throw it towards the basket, but Matt Barnes is there for the swat, and the Clippers hang on to win and knock off the defending champions and will take on Houston in the second round. That is all for the Sports Report. Be sure to join us after the break. There are many things to take away from today's black and gold game. One of the main things is the dominating performance shown by the Commodores defense. The D had 8 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, and 5 interceptions. 2 of those interceptions came by way of cornerback Taryn Ferguson.
Make progress with teammates, defense, linebackers, D linemen. As each week progressed, we all showed some big improvements, and you can tell, as in the defense, we made some big strides.
We want guys to be playmakers. You saw some interceptions, and you saw some sacks. You saw, a couple of good pass rush, then moves and stunts. So at the end of the day, I thought we were all productive.
Coming into today's black and gold game, the Vanderbilt Commodores have a 4-way QB competition. The names to look out for are junior QB Patton Robinette and also sophomore QB Wade Freeback.
There was some frustration, definitely. you know, a little disappointment. I really wanted us to come out and play a clean game and put a thumping on the defense. But you know, when I look back over our body of work this spring, it's hard to be too disappointed.
All the quarterbacks did pretty well, and we did good and bad. You know, just struggling. You know, it's first spring, so you know, we're just gonna take it a day at a time. Take it from here.
There is no front runner. I think they're all, you know, where they are. You know, Coach Ludwig and I are going to sit down here in the next couple of days, and we'll figure out, man, what guys are at the forefront of this deal, so we can get to 2 guys, and you know, you won't know anything else until we get ready to play against Western Kentucky.
The Dores now have 5 months to find a starting QB, as well as some offensive consistency before their season opener against Western Kentucky. At Dudley Field, Jeremy Ensley, News Channel 5 Sports.